Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little, expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey, what's up? What's up to all the hoodies? Come on in, come through, y'all. Come through. Make sure y'all drop down and say hello to me and my girl Sislo, who is joining me this morning to discuss this case in my Kaya voice. But yes, thank you guys for tuning in this morning to our live discussing Kevin Hart and Tasha K. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and feel free to share the video out. What's up, sis?
What's up, girl? What is going on?
Girl, let me tell you something. If Tasha K don't stop what she doing, I told you earlier, she gonna end up sleeping under somebody's bridge.
They're gonna be cash out for her commissary. Cash out for her commissary.
You said she gonna be getting cash apps to her commissary?
Yeah, she's gonna be in there selling her soul for cigarettes and ramen noodles.
Man,
and honey buns.
I don't know, man. When I heard this latest tea, or in the lawsuit, Kevin Hart, this newest trending news gossip, whatever. What was your first thoughts on it? Can you believe that Tasha K allegedly would try to extort somebody like Kevin Hart?
Girl, I would hope not. But if she had that one too many glass of wine, I just don't know. I would hope that Winos for Dummies would tell you a little bit better than that. I mean, I'm not sure. I just don't think.
I don't know either. I mean, the lawsuit is out there. I'm assuming that Kevin got proof. His lawyers got proof, full-fledged proof, of the extortion or the attempt to extort. But it's crazy to me because just a few months back, I had discussed Tasha K. We've been discussing her since, for a long time now. She's always trending over some bullshit. But a few months back, she was basically begging Cardi B to accept a 60-year payment plan on the almost $4 million that she owes her. And then you turn around and allegedly try to extort another celebrity. Well, she didn't try to extort Cardi B. Let me not say extort another celebrity, but extort a celebrity for $250. Was it $250? $250?
I forgot what the terms were, but I do remember how ridiculous she looked.
Well, let me tell you what. I have the...
Let me hook up my earphones. Hold on, okay?
Okay, I have the hard copy here. So we're going to discuss a few things that's in the lawsuit complaint. The lawsuit complaint, which a lot of you probably already heard about or might have even seen. Okay, it looks like it was filed December 26th. At least this is the date on this complaint, December 26th. That's the date of the complaint. But
and that was just like a couple of days ago.
Yep. And she is being sued by Kevin Hart, an individual, and K Hart Enterprises, or KHE, a California corporation, which of course is Kevin Hart's, company. And he's suing Misha Shakes, an individual, which was his assistant. And Latasha, oh God, her middle name always gets me. Latasha Transrena Kibe, an individual, and Kibi Studios.
Girl, I would still be slapping the hell out of my mama for naming me some
You
transgender.
know, I let my
God,
mama
I
still be
love my
alive.
mama. I love my mama. But Lord Jesus, she would have named me Transrena. I'd be beating that.
Like, mama, did you really want a boy?
Did you really want to? Did you want a Frankenstein? The hell, a vampire?
I'm like, did you really
You
want
remember
me?
how they say vampires came from Transylvania? The name like Transrena.
I'm
Well,
like,
how deep in the ancestors did she dig to get that name up? How how deep in the ancestors, girl? She dug down in the red clay dirt, Florida, down up in the Gulf of Mexico, down in the railroad, down in the bayou. She dug deep. I'm just saying, that name that she dug so deep with that name, crawfish, clay, and coal came up with that damn name.
out of all the ghetto and hood names that I have heard, Transrena, I'm so glad she gave that to her for her middle name. Let's give the mother some credit. She named her Latasha for the first name,
Nah,
Transrena for the middle name, but that name
maybe,
jacked
or
up.
maybe Mama was just old school, and down from the A, down. She was one of the ancestors. She was trying to spell Tarina. Maybe she was trying to spell Tarina or Trina or something like that there. And she
It
made a
was just a
mistake and
typo.
spelled. It was a typo. It got to be a typo. It got to be a goddamn typo.
Oh my
Cause I
God.
mean, gosh done it. When I tell you, mm-mm, no.
Transrena. I can't never get over that.
When she made her first 1,000, she should have went to the courthouse and changed that damn name. Cause
Thank
that's
you. I done
ugly.
seen people change their name that ain't nearly that bad. Like, as soon as they turn 18, 19, old enough to do something like that, they hurried up and changed their name. I would have been to change my name. I love my mama too, but no way. Especially if I would have foreseen that I would be in so many lawsuits and drug through so many courthouses. But anywho, I digress.
Oh baby.
As far as
Anyway,
this complaint goes, Kevin Hart is suing her for civil extortion, um, breach of contract, that is for his assistant, intentional interference with contractual relations, invasion of privacy, and defamation. So it's 5 complaints on this lawsuit.
mm-mm-mm. Civil
Um,
extortion.
I
Civil extortion. And that is allegedly when he got the call to his office
uh-huh.
stating that they said a male called from her office, someone called from her office
Uh-huh.
and said that she wanted 250K or she was going through with the story. He in turn sent her a cease and desist, saying that whether it be factual or not, I forbid you to post that video, that interview, because not only are you now aware that there is an NDA in play, but check this out. There was not one NDA, but two. There was an NDA with the young lady at the beginning of her work contract, and upon her leaving Heartbeat and Kevin Hart as his assistant, there was a severance package with another NDA, and on top of that, girl, he gave her $30,000 a year for 3 years in agreement with that NDA so that she would not disclose anything that has anything to do with any trade secrets, any personal business, anything that she may have knowledge of him, his workers, anybody in the office, his family, friends, or anything concerning him. She signed it. She took the money. She done spot the money. Not only that, did he not only in the cease and desist did he let her know that there was an NDA in place and that he would be suing. And not only that, you can't extort me and tell me if I don't pay you 250K that you gonna go ahead on and go through with it. You can't do that. This is all alleged. This is what's in the documents. And then you're gonna turn around and you ask the girl, is there NDA in place? The girl said, oh yeah, but there are loopholes. So not only did you admit that you signed an NDA, but you disregarded, blatantly disregarded the terms to that contract in which you accepted monetary payment. You signed it, and it was a severance package. It's cut and dry. You can't go back and say, oh, you got to give me some more money to continue to be quiet. Nope. That was the agreement that you signed, sis. So not only did you do all of that, but you blatantly disregarded knowing that you were coming that you were breaking this agreement. But to what did you accomplish? To have a few keys and tell some people business and hurt some people. And not only that, but you drug up another case with his ex-friend, Mr. Jackson, whom he sued for extorting him and for the situation with the affair that he had back at the hotel play. But you bought all that. So all of these things you were not only, these were things that you were under contract to not speak on. But in the midst of while those things were going on, you were also under contract. So now he doesn't have to say whether any of it is true or not, because whether it is true or not, the problem of it is you broke the contract. And then the problem of with Tasha is because she went ahead with with a cease and desist in place and still went ahead and did what she did, knowing that he was going to bring charges on her for extorting him in the first place. How daring do you have to be to get the story? Because whatever money she's making off of this story, in a minute, it's not going to be enough to not only keep her freedom, but at some point, it's going to take her away from her children and her family. You can run, but you can't hide. She can run to Florida. She can run to Guyana or wherever her husband's from. But what fun is that? At some point in time, she's going to mess up her credibility, and the only people that's going to want to mess with her is people from the bottom of the barrel. That's why I don't. Just think about it. Even with the Bilal, the brother Bilal thing, you were this man's friends for all these years. And where did you go? You went straight to Tasha K to dig up some dirt. And I'm pretty sure he had an NDA in place. And if he did not have an NDA in place, you were this man's best friend for years. And you cut his throat to put your story on Tasha K. Tasha K is like another Inquirer magazine,
Tasha
like
K
the
will
Star
do
Mag.
anything to get a story
Anything for a
and to be
story,
the first one.
whether it's true or not,
Right, and
whether
whether
it has any validity or not.
and regardless of who, like, she likes to be the first one as well. And that's one reason why people stopped listening to her a long time ago, because she would come up with stories and then didn't have no proof or no facts. That's why a lot of people stopped listening to her a long
And
time
then she charged people $12
for that
each to,
website.
to get on there and look at that mess.
And I'm not.
So she not only tried to extort the man, but she did it for monetary gain. You got to have some integrity. That is not journalism. And if the first rule to journalism is to be sure that your sources are being truthful and that they don't come back on you in any bad way.
And don't break no laws.
Don't break any laws. That's not cute at all. At some point, girl, if the wine is doing it, you need to stop. You need to quit. And then, so I made a comment on one of the videos. I'm gonna go back. Remind me about the promo. But I went on under one of the was it the video or some post she made on Instagram, and I said that girl ain't gonna quit until everybody cash out her commissary. And then one of the winos wants to argue with me about just said something because she said something about just like when he was in that car, supposed to be in a car accident, he walked all the way home after he was broke his back and he walked home. And I mean, just all of it was just mess. You could tell that they heard third person and didn't try to
Now
dig
you
in and
know
find it.
those winos over there, they will defend, just like
Oh, they
Beyonce
really feel, but
his
guess what? I ain't
followers
scared
and
of none
Cardi
of them.
B's followers and
I
Nicki
ain't scared of
Minaj
none of them.
child.
And so my thing is like I said, listen, first of all, you got your facts wrong. He didn't walk home. His people came and got him, pulled him out the car, and drove because the car was flipped over on the side of the road somewhere. The people came and got him out the car and called for help. But they got him away from there. There was still his trainer and his trainer's fiance still in the car. They came back to help them, got them. They sent the people to help them or whatever. The trainer was in the hospital. How do I? Because I talked to the girl on IG. I reached out to her and asked how was she doing and how everything was coming along. She sent a quick, small response, thumbs up, and that was it. So when you want to act like I don't know, I'm not about to argue with y'all though in her comments because you're gonna believe what you want to believe. But there wasn't. He admitted he was driving a car. He said he was driving a car. Test driving a new monster car. It got away from him. It flipped over. Did whatever. But that was no secret. And the way I remember that story so well because it happened on September the 3rd. My birthday is the 4th. And the very next day on the 4th is when Shiz died in a car accident. April Daniels' husband, Tamar's best friend, when he got killed in a car accident in North Carolina. They happened one day apart. So it's like with those people, you don't have to have all they want is the latest news. There don't have to be no validity to it. People just like to hear negativity and bad news. But the simple fact and reason that she has no integrity and that she would just post anything that's derogatory. Because you don't see her running and post. Guess what, y'all? T.I. passed out 1,000 turkeys right here in Atlanta and fed 1,000 people. T.I. and his wife just built a whole facility to house homeless or low income people. You ain't hear her talking about none of that. She right there where it is. All she want to talk about is what's negative. So I just don't get it. And nothing better for her. If she gets sued or whatever, nothing better for her. But what I want to know is who was the the male caller from her office that told him this is what I want. Because you know some people trying to say that it was Storm Monroe. So this story, the interview was made a few months ago, a couple months ago, I believe in November. But Storm Monroe wasn't even with her then.
Right. So I don't know how that could be possible.
No, wait a minute. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I just want to say hey to the people coming in. Hey, Colette. Mass supporter.
Hey.
Mass supporter said,
My
hello
screen's so
to the
small.
table. Tasha K needs to be removed as a blogger. By the time they done with her, she's gonna be broken in jail. Yeah, that's what a lot of people believe. She ain't gonna stop till she's in jail or somebody come for her head, like literally. But
she going to jail. As the carbonation wise say, she going to jail. She going to jail.
Child. But let me read a little bit from the box. Basically the lady Shakes, the ones that was Hart's assistant that worked for him for 3 years. It does say that during the course of her employment with Hart and Heartbeat, she served as Hart's personal assistant. In said capacity, she was privy to certain confidential business and personal information regarding Hart, his family, his friends, associates, various Heartbeat personnel, and employees at other Hart affiliate companies. As a result, she appeared to be in a position to disseminate or confirm allegations about those persons and entities, regardless of their truth or falsity. It also says that she entered into a confidential agreement on August 8, 2017. That was the first one. And then excuse me, she entered into another one on August 22nd. So from the 7th from 2017 to 2020, she worked from him for almost 3 years, and she signed 2 NDAs. She signed an ingoing one, which is something like normal jobs do. You have to sign certain paperwork, especially if you're privy to certain type of, high profile information or confidentiality.
And then they do the exit interview. Exactly.
Right. They do an exit interview. And basically, my thing is, okay, it says around November 2023, it said Tasha Keeby conducted and recorded an interview with Shakes, wherein Shakes made various statements regarding Hart, his family, and Heartbeat personnel and employees of Hart affiliate entities, notwithstanding the truth or falsity of any such statements. She would only have to have knowledge regarding such subjects as a result of her employment with Hart and Heartbeat. Such information necessarily would have constituted confidential information as defined by the NDA, such as information regarding alleged personal relationships affecting the employment status of personnel at Hart affiliate companies and subjects such as Hart's interactions with his family members. So, my question to you, Sislo. Even though she did sign an NDA on entrance and she signed an NDA on exit, it's really up to her, right? Not to spill tea. But the person who she's spilling the tea to, that I guess that's where I get a little confused because if they didn't sign anything, how could they be in trouble? Now, if she did try to extort him for $250 to not publish that interview, I understand that part. But just for her to just speak about it, how is she obligated to not say nothing when she wasn't the employee? That's where it
That's
gets
where
a
the
little fuzzy.
civil extortion comes in. So, girl, I don't know what's going
Well, I
on with
mean,
my.
like I said, I understand the extortion, but just let's say she didn't extort him at all, and she just came on live and did the interview. He wouldn't be able to do anything to her then, right?
Well,
Because
that's where the defamation of character comes in, because then it would be that she is allowing an interview with a otherwise disgruntled employee.
but
And
it would have
see,
to be a lie,
even if
right?
Tasha was not obligated under the NDA, but
Right, but wouldn't it
the
have to be a
shaky
lie
girl,
to be
the
defamation?
shaky girl was obligated under the NDA. So the non-disclosure agreement means just that you agree to
I get
not
that
disclose,
part,
and it
but
is a legal binding contract.
right, but this is pertaining to his past employee.
Assistant.
When it comes to
That's
Tasha K, though, is it really defamation if she's not lying?
it's defamation. Yes, it's still defamation of character
But
because then
the defamation of character is usually described as someone who maliciously describes something you did, said, or done, right? That really ain't happened. That's what I thought.
and that's the thing. You don't know whether it's not it's first of all, well, that's the tricky part of it, and that's, if anything, that's going to be the part of this case that's going to be very interesting, how the outcome turns out, because of the fact that I can see him doing a defamation, but he got to have some strong receipts
They
to
gotta have
prove
proof that it didn't happen
that
because that's the thing.
his right. But not only that, the fact that, and even with the extortion part of it, you got to give, yeah, there has to be a recording,
I can
there
see
has
the
to be
extortion part she might be
something.
in trouble in, but the other part, defamation, don't let the
The
lady Ray
defamation,
messing with come out and speak.
right, there has to be something. And then with the other, now, so anyway, so the part with Tasha, the fact that this heat is turned up under her pot, and she's in the black kettle, and the heat is turned up, that's too much. That's a lot of negative. Now, some people feel that bad press is good press too, but I don't. In her situation, I don't seem to think so, because she's not out of the woods with her situation with Cardi B, and with her continuously getting into trouble that she's getting into and doing the things that she can do into, she can those have those attorneys and file for another motion to receive payment for her. And not only that, you never know what criminal type situation she can get in trouble for not paying. So it doesn't bring any good light to that. Legally, whether there's a leg to stand on, I don't know. But as far as for the legal assistant, she did breach her contract.
Oh yeah, I mean that's not a art. There's no argument there.
Right, and it should have.
Argument
The
was going
problem
with
is, I guess he's saying is, if she had never spoke. And if she had never come forward with this, and she's in fact committing um, a defamation of his character. And then he can prove that, listen, in the cease and desist, it says that you are threatening to defame my character. And you are
Right,
you
and
are
again,
not only
defamation of character is a false statement. So we have to
right,
make that very clear. It's
right.
a false statement. So if he can prove that she tried to extort for 250K, that's a case right there that he could possibly win. But that
And
defamation
then
part, that's a whole
not
different.
only that, but she also charged. So somehow, I guess that ties into the civil part of the extortion. Because when she wasn't able to get to 250,000, and she
Yeah,
figured I'm gonna get the money one way or the other. So that was, I guess that's a part. Girl, this
right.
this is
And
gonna be
then
interesting.
it says on here in the lawsuit that an unidentified, like you said, an unidentified individual telephoned a Hart representative stating that the individual was affiliated with Kibi and that Kibi had conducted the interview with Shakes and that the interview included information or allegations alleging that the Kibi representative claim would be damaging to Hart's reputation, and the individual stated that Kibi would publish the interview unless Hart paid a ransom of 250K. And on or
That right
around
there.
November and on or around November 17, Kibi posted a teaser for the interview on YouTube, wherein she, along with Shakes, touted the supposedly salacious and damaging nature of the interview. The teaser video clearly was intended as a threat to Hart that the more detailed interview would be published if the ransom was not paid. The teaser included a statement from Kibi at the 2:06 minute mark, 2 minute 6 second mark of the video, specifically warning that when you don't pay, we have to get money by any means necessary. And
There we go.
Hart and his representatives contacted the police and did not pay that ransom that Kibi was demanding. And then on or around November 22nd of 2023, Hart's attorney, Dante Mills, wrote to Kibi demanding that she cease and desist all of her legally impermissible actions towards Hart and that she refrain from publishing the
Hold on.
interview.
Hold on. I'll be right back.
Okay. A true
I
and
can hear you.
correct copy of that cease and desist letter is hereby attached as Exhibit C. In that cease and desist communication, Mr. Mills specifically advised Kibi that Hart had contacted law enforcement about her threats. The cease and desist letter also advised Kibi that Hart and Shakes were parties to the NDA and that Shakes' participation in the interview was a violation of the NDA, and that Kibi's publication of the interview would constitute intentional interference with contractual relations, in addition to the various other criminal and tortious conduct that Kibi had engaged in up to that point. Well. 1 second, y'all. Go ahead,
And
sis.
you answered your question right in that in the clause you just read. When by any means necessary. This is what you get when you don't pay. She incriminated herself.
This is crazy. Then it goes on to say on December 22nd, Kibi advised Hart's representative that she would in fact be publishing the interview. They put December 22nd, 2022, but I'm sure that's a typo. That should be 22nd, 2023. Kibi advised Hart's representative that she would in fact be publishing the interview that evening at approximately 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Kibi published the interview on her website, TashaK.live, where I refuse to pay for a membership because I don't like her that much. But I'm sure a lot of people who are like a lot of bloggers who do a lot of celebrity news and celebrity tea, I'm sure they have memberships to her website. But yeah, on TashaK.live.com, that's where she posted it. And she was charging viewers a $12 per month subscription fee. But the $12 a month per prescription fee, that's not just for that interview, by the way, you guys. That is what she always charges. So whether you look at anything on there or not, it's a monthly membership fee for $12 to join her website. And the reason why she did that, she didn't create that website until she got into it with Cardi B and realized that Cardi B would be strongly coming after her when Tasha didn't take down that all those videos about Cardi B. So that's when she started that website, because she was afraid that her channel was going to be snatched. So yeah, but regardless, yeah, they did mention that in the lawsuit. Go ahead, sis. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you had something to say. Okay, so I still, God, I wish I knew a lawyer personally. I know some lawyers, some attorneys personally. I mean, I know some, but not personally. But I wish there was somebody I could call up. I wish I had contacts like that. Because I'm still iffy on that part about the defamation. I know it has to be. Well, I'm not iffy about that part because I know what defamation of character means, and it's basically you lying on somebody. You lying and you putting it out there as a fact, and that's what Tasha K did over and over again with Cardi B and Usher and a lot of other people. She kept putting out information as if it was a fact, and that's what defamation of character is. But when it comes to the NDA, even if you know somebody else isn't supposed to say something because they have an NDA over their head, does that mean that you can't get information from that person and speak about it? That's why I really wish I could speak to an attorney, because that's where it becomes kind of strange to me. And I'm not sure if that is a solid case right there, because I can see him suing Shakes, suing her, her getting in trouble and everything. But the person that it happens all the time where information get out. People put information out all the time, and that information be coming from people who signed an NDA. And you don't see all these lawsuits out there like that.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Let me give you what the legal definition of defamation of character is. It is an act that occurs when someone's reputation and integrity are tarnished or damaged because of malicious intent by another party. You may have heard the terms of libel and slander. Slander is orally dishonoring someone else, while libel is written defamation. So that word defamation can be a broad spectrum of things. It says again, it occurs when it doesn't say anything about lying. It says that when someone's reputation and integrity are tarnished or damaged because of malicious intent by another party.
But
so at this point, he don't even have to prove. He don't have to. He does not have to even prove whether or not she was telling the truth.
Okay, so the legal
all he has to be able to prove is whether or not her intents were malicious.
Right, but that's like what she did with Cardi B. She was maliciously lying. Now the legal definition.
No, you saying maliciously lying, but those two things don't go together.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me speak, please. Okay.
All right. Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The legal definition that I'm looking at says 3 things. It said, and of course, it can be taken in 2 forms, like you said, orally or in writing, slander or libel. But it says a false statement, made to a third party, the statement is presented as fact, and the statement causes reputational damage. Those three things is defamation of character. So yes, it does mean if they cause reputational damage, but that's from a false statement. Anybody can tell a true statement. We can go on here and say R. Kelly married Aaliyah. R. Kelly pissed on that little 14-year-old girl. Those are true statements. We can't get sued for saying that. So defamation of character, the bottom line is it has to be a false statement that ruins somebody's reputation and it was presented as fact. So that's the legal definition that I'm looking at, and that's exactly what Cardi B sued Tasha K for, because she kept making those false statements. She presented them as fact, and it ruined Cardi B's reputation. So all those three things together is what defamation of character is. You have to have all those three things. So that's just what I'm looking at. And I'm sure there's probably a million examples on YouTube or a million examples in the Webster on Google. But that's what I was going off of. And that's why I was wondering, did he really have a case there if she can prove it? Like if he really did cheat on his wife, if he really did cheat on his wife, and the person he cheated with came out and said something or mentioned it, that would be bad right there. And did you see what his wife had posted on her Instagram? His current wife.
Right. The I don't give a F state of mind or something like that. Mm-hmm.
Right. And allegedly he was still with his ex-wife when he started messing with his current wife.
With Tori. Mm.
Right. So as far as him cheating on his wife, I can believe he'll cheat on anybody, personally. I can believe that. If they told me he cheated on his next wife, I could probably believe it. But I mean, I really do think he has to prove that she's wrong.
But how you know what? That's what
he's really cheating on somebody.
That's what I don't get, sis. I just don't get it. I guess I'm a different type of person. I'm a whole different type of person, because there are people that have wronged me, and I've been so loyal to a fault. And that if I agree that I'm not gonna say or do something, I'm not gonna say or do it. And even though we are not even friends to this day, I still wouldn't disclose their personal information. Leave a little and alone. If you paying me to be your personal assistant, you can be paying me to help you make cakes. And if I'm in your kitchen and something going down and you say or do something that you don't want out there, or that ain't nobody else's business, I'm not gonna be the one to tell it.
And that's
just me.
I got a lot of
right, at least alone, he paid this girl. Listen, one of the lawyers said that Jeff Bezos only pays his people after they are no longer working with him $250, period, as severance for the NDA.
So does this make
when I sued my former job and won, I had to sign an NDA and not disclose what I won to anybody, and I still haven't. So my thing is, it's like this. Kevin Hart was like the lead attorney said. Kevin Hart is quite generous to his people. Like, he gave this girl $90,000 with the NDA. And she is like making, I mean, even on the promo, she making mockery of the fact that she telling his business and showing off, and his mistresses and talking about, I'm not gonna hurt Nico. Nico, I'm sorry because you my girl and blah. No, you're not. No, you're
That's
not. You're
why
not
I
my
think
girl.
it's more than that. I think it's more closer to home with his
Exactly.
assistant.
And even if it was,
I think
go ahead.
there
I'm
had
sorry.
to be something going on. This is me reaching. I already know you know where I'm going.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
I think because for you to get paid that type of money, because at
Mm,
one time I had got laid off from a job. I wasn't suing them or nothing, but they gave us a what did you call it again? A severance package, and it was
mm.
it was nice. I mean, I had just had my first son. It was way back in the day. I was there for 3 years at that job, and they laid off everybody, just shut down the location here, and so everybody got a severance pack. It was nice, but for her to getting $90,000 plus the $30,000 per year and whatever
No,
else.
she got the
It's like
$90,000 for 3 years, so it totals not. I mean thirty
so
thousand for 3 years, so it totals to
right.
90. Yep.
Okay, so
Mm.
$90,000 plus $30,000, that's like 120K. I know for a fact TK ain't paying her more than that to speak. So that's why I'm thinking it's some other reason that she's doing this. And that
Is there a
she has
book
been
coming
hurt.
out? Is there a Me Too coming?
Thank you, girl.
Is there a
Thank
Me
you.
Too
That's what I'm
coming? Is
saying,
there a
that
book
she's been
coming?
hurt.
Tell all memoirs of. See, this is the thing. But
Something happened to her. Something
I blame the culture on this cancel culture.
yeah.
You, I don't know. Let me tell you something that the Lord gave me, and y'all listen. Everybody out here, everybody that listen to this now, everybody that listen to this in the replay, I'm about to put y'all up on something that the Lord gave to me, and I know it was the Lord because I don't want to think like this. But I want you all to listen to me and mark my words with the Diddy situation, with the Bishop T.D. Jakes situation, with the Eddie Long situation, with all of these scandals of these big people that you have loved, trusted, and put your heart and time into. All these, I'm not saying who guilty and who not, but this is what I am telling you. Because even with the LGBT, Me Too, Black Lives Matter, White Lives Matter, and all of it, because of the way society at times have evolved, there is going to come a point in time where socially you are going to feel like you can't trust anyone. And you are going to have to pick and choose who you are going to forgive and overlook. Because if not, there's going to be no more entertainment. There's not going to be any more music. There's not going to be any more church. There's not going to be any more teachers. There's not going to be any more policing, government, anything. Because when society and the enemy has his way, right is going to be wrong, wrong is going to be right. It's biblical. Prepare yourselves. The only thing you can do is be the best you that you can possibly be to keep you right. So when our Lord comes back to get us, we'll enter in. We can't go by what we judge somebody said to us, somebody did to us, any of that. There's going to be such a time that everybody you touch, everybody you come in contact with, just like back in the 80s, from the 80s to now, at least one person we know had cancer, AIDS, COVID, something. There's going to come at a point in time where everyone is going to be touched by scandal. And you're going to have to pick and choose who you believe, who you're going to follow, who you're going to continue to support, who you're going to rise up, who you're going to tear down. It's coming to that, y'all. So the only thing you can do, again, is to make sure your soul right. And that's my soapbox for the day. And that's true. Watch, it's coming to it, and it's coming soon. It's going to get worse. It's going to get so bad to where all the commentary that we're doing, people are going to be like, girl, I'm not even surprised. I'm so sick of hearing about it. I don't even want to watch YouTube no more. It's coming. It's coming. And it's too bad, but it's coming. But it's because of the way everything is evolved. It's a shame. You can't even listen to a comedian anymore and a comedian tell a joke that we thought was funny 10, 20 years ago that we can't even laugh up publicly anymore because we're going to have a bunch of people knocking at the door. You remember once upon a time it used to be the worst thing you could happen is Peter coming to the Oscars or something and throwing
because they wear
flour
all
on your
that doggone animal fur.
throwing flour
paint,
on your fur.
yeah, paint and everything else on them furs.
Yeah, that was about the worst you can get. Now you can get your whole job shut down. You can lose endorsements over allegations, not even proved. But guess what? That pedestal that you're on, the people put you there. They just letting you know that at any point in time they can pull you down. It's up to you to make sure that your heart and your soul is in the right place, so that you won't be at fault. And I go back to that saying that when the little saying that they say, well, my mama would call a Mickey Mouse phrase. In my church was just like me. What kind of church will my church be? I posted that on my post a few weeks ago. If my church was just like me, what kind of church would my church be? Would it be faithful? Would it be diligent? Would it be messy? Would it be lazy? Would it be supporting sometime? Would it go once every first Sunday? Or would I be a CME Christian, which is Christmas, Mother's Day, and Easter? If this world was just like me, what kind of world would this world be? Same thing. People don't have any integrity from making burgers to delivering babies. Ain't no integrity no more. Kids don't, the trainers, the managers don't make sure the restaurants are clean, making sure they're training these kids right, that they're washing their hands, that they're storing the food properly, that they're rotating it and doing the things that I learned to do when I was working. Even when I was working in a nursing home, integrity. When I was training for cosmetology, integrity. When I was going to college, integrity. None of that. All the way to making babies. To delivering babies. What a situation with a young couple in Atlanta. Delivered the baby and the lady pulled the baby head off and patched it together. Tried to play like the baby head was still attached. Didn't even tell him she done popped the baby head off while she was. That's awful. That was terrible. But no one has any freaking integrity anymore. If you make a commitment to sign a non-disclosure agreement or to keep someone's business their business, that's what you're supposed to do. You don't find a loophole. Now, if you were me too, say I ain't signing that. No, bro. You got me messed up. Let me tell you something. More than once, I've been approached by male supervisors on my job One gave me his phone number, told me to call him. He wanted, and I was married at that time, and my husband wasn't acting right. And then another asked me to step into the office, shut the door, and put his arms around, started trying to kiss me in my mouth. But he was a friend. We were really good friends. All of us were really good friends. I pushed him off of me. He's married. I said, nope, this don't happen. And you know better. You have a wife. And you know I don't play that. Now I could still go. Because he's a corporate person. But would I do that? No. Because we talked about it, we dealt with it, and that was that. If he wasn't a friend of mine, and I mean a friend, like we all hung out together. We were all cool. We would take care of each other. He just got in his feelings and it wasn't right. Now, if he did other people like that, that's on them. I got nothing to do with that. I handled my situation. And he's never came across me like that again. It still remains to be. And when I call, if I need anything, I could call him and he'd be like, hey, what's up? But that's how it's supposed to be handled. Now, if you've been Me Too, where he done fired me after he did that or something, then I would took it to another level. And I just feel like, sometimes people go too far with this kind of stuff. But in this situation with Tasha Cuban, and let me say something. If anybody out there love her, please do her hair. Please. Anybody out there, please do her hair. Please, in Jesus' name, do that y'all hair. Please. I'm so sick of that little bird thing sticking and little beady beads on her. Please do her hair.
Girl, she thinks it look good too.
No.
She does.
No.
She good.
No, and she got them soldier BBs. They standing at attention, you heard me? Look like if she put the cone through and they go. I wonder what the baby hair look like.
Somebody say y'all hating on the natural girls.
That ain't nothing natural about it because the top is straight, boo. Stop it.
I know. I'm just saying.
Now, if it was all short and look, pingy, but you can't mix it. You can't have a little bit of both.
Yeah.
It's going either you got to make up your mind. You're gonna be straight or natural. Ain't no how they say it ain't no teetering the fence here.
Yeah.
Ain't no lukewarm, Tasha K. You gonna straighten it or you gonna wear the BDB? And I know if you got another bottle of wine, you got enough for some S curl or something.
She keep all the wine businesses in business.
Baby, she need her own brand.
Child, maybe I know that's right.
I bet you her people would. Hey, Tasha K, get your own line of wine, so the rest of the winos can buy your brand and get that 3 million up real quick.
You see what Lou Hawk wrote? Hey, Lou Hawk 559 said $1 million quarters equals 250,000. 1 million checks digitally. Bam, boom, bang. But you know what? We about to wrap this up here, but I did want to read this last little piece from this. By the way, the lawsuit is 21 pages long. There's 4 causes of action, I believe, on here that is described. Yep. No, 5 causes of action over here on here. But in the third cause of action, it does say the actions of Kibi in intentionally interfering with plaintiff and Shake's contractual relationship under the NDA were done with oppression, fraud, and malice with the intention of depriving plaintiffs of their personal liberty, property, or legal rights, and otherwise causing injury. And such actions were despicable conduct that subjected plaintiffs to unjust hardship in conscious disregard of plaintiffs' rights, such that plaintiffs are entitled to recover punitive and exemplary damages, in addition to all actual and statutory damages to which plaintiffs are entitled in order to set an example and deter such conduct. Now, in the fourth cause of action, it says, in the interview, defendants disclosed purported private facts regarding Hart, his family members, Heartbeat employees, and or personnel of other Hart affiliate companies. The interview was published on defendant's Kiwi's website. We know it's TashaK.live. Some of the matters Shakes purported to disclose suggested private facts, including but not limited to statements regarding personal relationships affecting the employment status of personnel at Hart affiliated companies and interactions among Hart and his family members. Now, again, I'm going to say this, and I could be wrong, but again, I do believe, what's up, Count Amaru? What's up, bro? There's our bro, sis.
Hey, bro.
But I do believe in my heart of hearts that she was hurt. Something happened. I don't know what happened. I'm not saying he beat her or anything like that. But for you to get 90,000 plus 30,000, and then you jump on Tasha K's platform, anybody knows, almost everybody knows, at least if you're in the celebrity world, the black blogger world, black gossip world, you know who Tasha K is and why she's so popular. And for you to jump on her platform and discuss things that you're not supposed to discuss because of that lawsuit, because of that NDA, 2 NDAs that you signed, it got to be something else. It got to be something that's just making this woman say, fuck you, fuck your NDA, fuck your $120,000. Like, what happened to this girl while she was employed there? That's all I got to say.
And amen.
So,
and amen.
Count Amaru said, I got a Christmas New Year's Eve special 2 for 1 with the hair glue, all color leather wigs with the rat skin chin straps. Oh my God.
Oh my Lord. He always doing too much.
But you know what, y'all? Let me just say before we wrap up here, because I gotta go back from lunch. But you see that Cash App on the bottom there, the Hood Table 402. Feel free to hit your girl up. My birthday is tomorrow. Right. My birthday is tomorrow. And we're going to turn up tomorrow.
You turned out for what?
Your girl's birthday is tomorrow, December 29th, every year. Okay?
Every year.
Can't nobody say what they say about some of these people in this sector. They be having like 2 birthdays a year. Why wasn't their birthday this other month last time? And now, child, they do be saying that about different YouTubers in the sector. But go back and look at my files, look at my videos, do some research. Every year, December 29th, I'm a Capricorn, full life. But yeah, December 29th. So I have been getting some cash apps for my birthday, and I appreciate you. I love you guys. I thank you so much for the birthday love. Somebody even sent me something off of my Amazon wish list, and I'm going to open that up tomorrow. I've been getting gifts from, family members and friends and off of Amazon and Cash App. So I will open up the ones that I got offline tonight. Tomorrow we normally do a Friday Night Live, but we'll still include that for the ones who want to join me and then also celebrate my birthday at the same time. And also,
come through with the birthday love.
With the birthday love. If y'all want to be a blessing to Sislo, her Cash App is on the screen. $Sislo.
Bless my baby for her birthday.
Yes, and also support her channel. She has 2 channels. She has a channel called Trash Talk Alley 22, and she also has a channel called Miss Sislo Newsworthy Updates. I always get tongue-tied when I try to say that. It's Miss Sislo Newsworthy Updates, and her backup channel is Trash Talk Alley 22. 2020 gone.
Right. Strawberry letter.
Hey, it's one of my favorite songs, Tevin.
Girl.
But yes, I know there's an old school one too, but I like his version. Now, on that note, everybody, please like, share, subscribe if you're not already subscribed here. Thank you to the people who dropped down in the chat. Thank you to the people who sharing and liking the video. And also, again, my birthday is tomorrow. I will be on here tomorrow evening, probably around 9-ish Central Time to, celebrate my birthday. And Sislo, if she can join us, she'll be here too. Bro in the chat, I'm sure he'll be here too. Him and wifey, if they are available. I know they work a lot of hours just like I do. But other than that, we still turn up with who's ever here is meant to be here for my birthday party, live virtual party tomorrow night. I think I'm gonna come on camera. Of course, I have to come on camera. I ain't been on camera in like a month, or has it been like 3 weeks?
Girl,
I was just on
I don't know how long. I can't even
Sis, you
tell
gotta
you.
do your hair and come on camera with me. You be doing your hair all cute. See, Sislo used to be a hairdresser. Tasha Kibe can use Sislo in her life.
Girl,
Okay, curl some hair.
she would have to sign the NDA though.
Girl, don't sign shit, Sislo. Don't sign shit so you can come on your channel.
I said she would have to sign the NDA.
You gonna make her sign one?
I'll make her sign the NDA.
Shut up, girl, and keep on talking.
I can use the extra money. I can use the extra money, girl.
You know what?
Come on, Tasha, girl.
I'm done with you. But anyway, Tasha K, you better stop getting in trouble, Tasha K. Everything, every man, all money ain't good money, Tasha K. The amount of money you can make off your videos and selling that wine and your t-shirts and all kind of other stuff, stick with that bullshit because you already in enough hot water. You already owe somebody $4 million. Ain't no telling what. Okay, that's all I gotta say. Anyway, any follow-ups, any updates to this case, we will come live and talk about it. But in the meantime, in the between time, again, my birthday party is tomorrow. We will be live at 9 p.m. Central Time. Go ahead and hit your girl's Cash App up for a birthday love. The Hood Table 402. Boo. And on that note, stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it hood.
Keep it hood.
Yeah. Woo! And bro said he'll be here tomorrow night. I holla.